J. Lewis, and I just want to ask you, what are you working for? Are you working to save up some money to buy a new car, or just have some money, a better position in society, a better status? Are you working to save up for a new house, or a new place to be, new vacations, maybe new experiences, or hanging out with friends? Even just the small things such as going to the bar and having a night out with friends every now and then. What are you working for? What is it that gets you up in the morning and has you fall asleep late at night? For many of us, it seems like we're just working for money. We're just working for a better position in society and just material things. And for one, it seems almost insane to me to work a bunch of hours just to have some dollar bills. Is that really all it is? You're just gonna have the money and that's it? Your life has changed? No, of course not, right? When you envision yourself having this money, you envision that your life is gonna be changed. You envision yourself as a better person, don't you? You see yourself dressing real nice, you see yourself eating healthy foods, perhaps you're real skinny or you're real fit, or you just have everything handed to you and it's just stress-free and you're worry-free and you're confident about yourself and you're happy to be this person who is just enjoying all the rewards in life, and he is just taking in the abundance, and she's just doing so good for her life. And how do they do it? You want others to be asking. It seems like when we do achieve the things we want, when we think about, it seems like we're gonna be entirely different people. It seems like we're going to be someone else entirely, the very best version of ourselves, if everything was just so much easier for us because we had the things we wanted and we never needed anything else again. And ultimately, I don't think we are just trying to save up a pile of money. I don't think you are really just trying to get a new car or move to a new place or even have a new relationship. I think you're trying to become the person that you want to be the most. And this material possession is just your ego's way of checking and saying to you that yeah, you are. So therefore, you must have these things to be someone else. So what are you really working for then? Are you just working for the money? Or are you really working for who you think you be when you have this money? Are you really trying to get a new car? A new job? Or are you trying to be someone who you would think has a good job and a good car? Who are you working for then? Is the question. And just how far are you willing to take it? And no, this doesn't have to hurt anyone. And you'll find the universe works much better when there is no harm in your path or in your actions. But there's also no guarantee either. That being said, when you are working for this money, or you are working for a new house, or you are working for the person you want to be, how far are you willing to go? Are you going to run into problems, obstacles? Yes, of course you will. And there could be 100,000 problems that lie ahead of you, and 100,000 solutions to them, and it could be just riddled with doubt and fear and loss. And you can also see where all your work, such as all the files you have on the computer, are just magically deleted when the computer decides no longer to turn on, just holding you back from your projects. So, knowing all that in mind, knowing that it could be an entire like if you're part of the same crapshoot, where you just aim for the dark and you don't know whether you're gonna hit or miss. See, here's the thing though. When you do try, you automatically have a chance to hit. And knowing that all these problems will come along when you try and pursue your goals, are you going to look at them as a barrier? Are you going to let them stop you? Are you going to let yourself stop you? Will the anxiety and fear and loss and doubt be enough to stop you where you are and have you turn around and start a new path? That is the sad truth sometimes. Sometimes there's nowhere else we can go. You see us all the time in love, in family relationships, the loss of a loved one. All you can do is move on. Sometimes there are times you have to abandon your path, it's true. Sometimes a greater responsibility calls, or sometimes the relationship just ends in loss, or it can never be repaired, and that's fine. You have to decide what you can continue with and what you can't. And here's a hint. If your dream involves someone else, you have specific people in mind and you want something good come out of it and they don't necessarily feel the same way, there's a great chance it's not going to happen. Because the people around you are free to pursue their paths as well. But guess what? There's also a path that you can pursue. One that takes you and only you to do. And whether or not you do it is entirely up to you. It is the path that you are going to be most happy taking, even if the problems do arise. Because you're not going to see these problems as barriers or just walls that block you, or issues that you're just going to have to contend with. You're going to see them as challenges. You're going to see them as tests. Maybe it's a test from your unconscious. Maybe it's a test from the almighty power around us. Maybe it's a test from the universe. Maybe it's a test of yourself. A test of a higher force asking you, just how badly do you want it? And you'll have a choice, as you always had, to continue or to stop. But here's the thing too, is even if we do see these problems as tests, challenges of our faith and our determination, it may not be so. It may be that all this is predestined, that everything is just by luck. It could be an entirely random, chaotic world where you just get the minimal for working hard and you can get the most out of working minimal. It could be 1,001 ways different from how we can perceive this world. Of course, there are two issues with this perspective though. Whether or not you see them as challenges is going to determine your motivation and just how far you'll go. You can look at it as a wall, as a problem, as a cliff that stops you in your tracks, and that's it. And you can just move on to the next thing. You are free, as you always were, to go on that path, to take that perspective, where the fear and doubt's enough to stop you. Or you could see it as a challenge. You can see it as a test to see whether or not you really want to work for it. And you may find yourself in odd places, in odd times. That's all part of the test, isn't it? And whether or not you pass is irrelevant, because you know that even though you didn't get it, you have the satisfaction of knowing that you did your best, You did everything you could, and you can go to bed on that. You can sleep with that. That's not the question that'll keep you up at night. And what if is a question that will keep you up for days. And the path to the person you want to be, the path of the person you think you will be when you have all the money, it doesn't begin out here. Not with conditions. Our conditions do not have to define us. Just because our conditions are bad doesn't mean we have to be bad. And just because our conditions can be better doesn't mean we will necessarily be better either. I'm sure you've met people in better places than you in society, it seems, and they are just no fun to be with, or they are just the worst. But there's somehow you don't like. I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of people like that, and it's fine. Because we all have our own path. But it doesn't begin out here. It begins up here. Deciding just what you want, what you are willing to do to get it. Are you willing to change your thoughts? Are you willing to change your speech? Are you willing to change your actions? Are you willing to change the very core of you to become that person you want to be, or get the things that you want? It all starts with the question, what are you working for? I'm Jay Lewis. Thank you.